Let's take a look at solving a compound inequality. Now, this is one that has three sides to it. We have our left side, our right side, and our middle. Let's go over our steps. Solving a compound inequality with three sides. We have our note up at top. It says that any step combine like terms and combine numbers. Now our first step is get rid of parentheses via the distributive property. Second step is get rid of fractions. Multiply everything by the LCM of all the denominators. Get everything with an x in the middle. Numbers on the other two sides. And last step, divide everything by the number in front of the x. And we have a note down here. If you multiply or divide both sides, or actually I better say all three sides, by a negative number, flip the inequality symbol. I don't usually put this in words. Let's see, multiply or divide all three sides. Let me make that lowercase. There you go. It's like version 1 of these. Just sometimes I just don't have time in class, so I just it's basically the same steps as a linear inequality, except for trying to get x by itself in the middle. So let's look at our first example. Try it again. There we go. So we got negative 2 is less than 8x plus 3. It's less than or equal to 19. First step, get rid of parentheses. Don't have any. Second step, get rid of fractions. Don't have any. Third step, get everything with x in the middle, numbers on the other two sides. So I'm going to take this 3 and move it over to the other two sides. So I'm going to have negative 2 minus 3 is less than 8x is less than or equal to 19 minus 3. When you take the number over the other two sides, the sign of it changes. So it goes from positive 3 to negative 3. Our note up at top said any step combine together numbers. Negative 2, negative 3 is negative 5. And 19 minus 3 gives us 16. Now our last step is to divide all three sides by the number in front of our x, which is an 8. So we'll divide everything by 8. And that gives us negative 5/8 there. And those 8's cancel, leaves us x. And 16 divided by 8 is 2. Again, this is the answer that I'm happy with for the test. If you do like interval notation, this is what it would look like. But you do not have to write it in that form. Let's take a look at another example. There we go. Well, first step, get rid of parentheses. Don't have any. Second step, get rid of fractions. Multiply everything by the LCM of all your denominators. I only have one denominator, the 2, so that is our LCM. So I'll multiply everything by 2. Two times 1 is 2. Here the 2 is going to cancel. That cancels with that. And we're left with x. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. And over here, 2 times 5 gives us 10. Third step, get everything with an x in the middle, numbers on the other two sides. So I'll take negative 6 over there and negative 6 over there. Take anything across your inequality symbols, the sign changes. So the negative 6 becomes a positive 6. Excuse me. Combine together the numbers in a step. 2 plus 6 is 8. 10 plus 6 gives us 16. And that's our answer. Like I say, if you're in the interval notation, I should actually change the symbols on that, looks like, but same as last time. The lesson here, parentheses, less than or equal to bracket.